Hi, my name is Wilx, and this is episode 3 of Age of Engineering. And I'm going to do the entire industrial age in one episode. Lots of crafting involved. I'm going to keep it down to 30 minutes, but I took hours and hours and hours of research to prepare for this, and then a couple of hours just laying out all this crafting and figuring all that out. But I'm going to keep it short for you guys. So I'm going to speed through the stuff you can look up on NEI and then take my time on the interesting stuff. So you can make treated planks. It's just cresol oil and surrounded by oak planks. Ignore the numbers. I made lots of these things. And then treated planks to make some sticks. And you can make a forge hammer. Ooh, I got a question for you guys. If you make your forge hammer and you put it back in there, you can make another forge hammer. But you can only make one like that. But then you can use this one to make another one. Is this a feature or a bug? Like, I'll trash if it's a bug. But I'm not sure whether it's a feature or a bug. I don't know. If you know, please say so in the comments. It was Mathex the Terror that had asked me that question, and I'd sort of noticed it and wasn't sure myself. Okay, then you take your forge hammer, iron ingots, make iron plates. Take 3 iron plates, 2 iron ingots, make a cutter. Take a forge hammer again on some tin, make some tin plates. Take your cutter on the tin plates, make some tin cable. Tin cable and rubber makes insulated tin cable. You're also going to need to make some tin casings, which are tin plates with the forge hammer. Now we get to the first sort of interesting thing, a battery. So we take the tin casings, the tin cable, and we can make a battery. Basic machine casings are just iron plates in a circle like a chest. Then I'm going to make 3 generators. So that's batteries, casings, and some regular furnaces. Now, the correct build order, I've listed it in the description for this video, is you make 1 generator, then your macerator, and you can start doubling your ores. Make your compressor so you can make a metal former. Make your metal former, then you can increase the number of plates and wires you get instead of doing it the manual way that I'm doing it now. And then after that, you can make an extractor, and that will triple the rubber you get from resin, or you can start processing rubberwood. So getting all those machines up and going would mean you would be more efficient. I did all this just to be quicker, so I'm going to do my final build right away. So I'm going to make 3 of these. And then I'm going to make 2 BatBoxes. And I do need 4 for later, but not right now. And then I'm going to need some transfer pipe. I need 7 right now and 4 later. Then you have to make some item filters to make. I'm going to use some transfer filters. I need 6 total, 3 now, some more later. And I need 1 of these transfer nodes right now, so it's using the stuff we made before. But I'm going to need 2 total. Oh yeah, and then copper to make copper plates, cut it, and we can make insulated copper cable. How much do I need? I don't know. I didn't count that out. Okay, so we're going to place down our generators. And then I'm going to place one bat box right here. Notice the little white dot is pointing out. I'll place another bat box right here, white dot pointing out again. And then our copper cable will come out from here. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way was one of the problems I saw was the generators would keep eating coal or coal coke or whatever each time they needed to create a tiny little bit of power, and a lot of it would go to waste. So I want to shut off feeding them fuel when the bat boxes are full. And this is my method for how to do it. I spent hours trying to figure, somebody must have figured this out. And I was trying to look at all the ICQ stuff. I couldn't find it there. And I figured, well, I could solve this if I had a hyper rationing pipe, but there's nothing in NEI by that name. That's because in 110 they stopped using the hyper rationing pipe, and instead they started using transfer filters. The way those things work is I'm going to put one on top of each of these, and I can set them to single item, same as the hyper rationing pipe. The other option would have been to set them to single stack, but I'm setting them to single item. And then pipes come out of these. Okay, so now we're going to put down a chest here. And then I'm going to take one of these item transfer nodes, stick it on there, and a pipe out to those. I know what I didn't do yet. Let's get rid of this. Oh, I took that off the bar. Okay, and I'm going to stick a redstone torch on top of this one. And then I'm going to set my redstone behavior to emit if empty. Okay? So because this is empty right now, it's emitting, and turn that torch off. That means that stuff can come through this transfer pipe that's directly over top of it. But when it's got any power in it, it's going to shut this off, and no more fuel can come out. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to get wrong chest. I'm going to dump the coal coke that I've got in here. That seemed like the most efficient, but I might switch to charcoal or something that's easier to get later on. And so see, these things are getting their fuel. They're getting one more in each of them. This thing here, it's all running straight through it into here. When this thing gets full, this thing will start filling up, and it's going to stop emitting because it's no longer empty. That will shut this off, and the fuel will no longer get fed into these things. So that was my system for power. Okay, where did we leave off on this stuff here? Okay, so we're on to this. So to make a macerator, we need a block cutting blade and an electronic circuit. The block cutting blade is diamonds around a piece of iron. And the electronic circuit, you're going to need a bunch of these. So you might want to set something like this up for yourself. And then it's just cobble and some flint. That gets you your macerator. So we bring our macerator. Oh, let's grab some iron ore on the way over. I'll grab 32. And I'll put my macerator right here. Do I have cable? Yeah, I do. Okay. And then in here, we're going to stick our iron ore, and it's going to basically double it. It's going to smash it down and double it. All right, so that's the macerator done. Next up would be the compressor. I use this stone. You can use granite. You can use cooked cobble, and then a basic and an electronic. So the compressor. Now the compressor, I'm going to put it right here. Normally what you would do is you'd put 9 plates in here, let's say 9 iron plates, and that would make 1 dense iron plate. You're going to need 2 dense iron plates and 2 dense gold plates to make the metal former. But I'm going to do something else for right now because I've already cheated in those items. I'll throw the stuff away later. I am going to make universal cells. So this is glass panes. 6 glass get you 16 of these. 16 of these universal fluid cells was not enough, so I made 32, which is overkill. And I'm going to keep one of those separate. And I'm going to put them in here. So I'm giving this a head start to start filling these with compressed air for those blast furnaces. Okay, where'd we leave off? Here. So you need to make some wood casings, simple stuff. Then you're going to use, remember that dense gold plate I talked about? Dense iron plate. Now you're going to need to make 2 of these. I've already made 1. Okay. You need to make bronze. Bronze ingots are 3 copper, 1 tin in the smeltery. Make bronze item casings. And then we're going to make 2 of these toolboxes. And you're going to need some copper coils. I need 6 for later, so I'll just make them now. And those torches are just placeholders. And I can make my metal former. And let's grab some iron. I only need 1 for now. Okay, and I'm going to place the metal former right here, I think. So what happens there is you get more for extruding or rolling. Let's try rolling one. So normally to take 2 iron ingots and a forge hammer to make 1 iron plate. I've only put 1 iron ingot in here and I got 1 iron plate. So I'm doubling it. All right, next step. You need to make some tree taps. It's just plain oak planks. Another machine casing, an electronic circuit. The tree taps makes us an extractor. Okay, we're going to come over here, put in our extractor. And now you can use it on resin and it'll triple the resin. Normally sticky resin gives you 1 rubber, but we're going to use it on rubber wood just to show you that. So we'll put 1 in there. Put the rest in a sec. I just want to show you. So what you can do is you can make a tree farm that chops down those rubber trees and get your rubber that way through the extractor. That's a lot easier to automate than those little taps. All right, where were we? Finished off there. Okay. This one, you need to make some heat conductors, make some iron casings, iron plates again. And we're going to make 3 electric heaters. So it's a battery, electronic circuit, and those iron conductors that we talked about before. So 1, 2, 3. And then we'll come over here, and it's basic casings, heat conductors again, and we'll make 3 blast furnaces. Now, you could get away with just one of each, because these things, you're going to want to replace them with the immersive engineering blast furnace later. But you need the slag out of these ones to make that one. And a lot of people get upset because it takes too long to do it. So I'm going to do it with 3 right away, and it'll take a third of the time, of course. Okay, so no, that's a blast furnace. Electric heaters. We'll put one there, there, and there. Now notice the little copper dot is pointing out. Now when I place my blast furnaces, they're pointing the wrong way, so we need something else. We need this thing here. Actually, I'm going to make... you know, I skipped a step here. Sorry, I want to make one more thing. You make an iron furnace with iron plates like this, and that gets you an electric furnace when you put an electronic circuit on it. My apologies. I should have done this before. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this right here, and that ejector upgrade. I'm going to take that, I'm going to stick it in here, and the macerator is taking all this crushed ore and sticking it over here where it's being smelted down. Just seems easier, and you don't have to worry about anything making a alloy of some sort. Okay, so because we want to be able to do a bunch of this stuff, we're going to take a hopper, point it into the chest, and then all the iron as it gets made, or whatever we're making, will get put there. Okay, back to this. So we had to go get our wrench. And I'm shift right clicking, and what it does is it turns that dot over to this side pointing at this. So I now have the dots pointing each other. And oh, I don't have enough cable. I need 2 more copper cable. Where's my copper cable? Copper. Okay, and then I'm going to run copper cable across these things, and I'm going to put in a little bit of automation right away. Okay, I'm going to put a chest right here. I'll dig down a bit so I can get in here. And then I'm going to put a hopper there pointing into the chest, a hopper pointing into that hopper, and again. And then I can put fill this in. Oh, but I also have to okay, so we are going to use those hopper ducts I made. And we're going to point a hopper duct up into this. Oh, I'm going to have to dig down one more. And I'm going to point another hopper duct into that. They're basically kind of like a pipe. They extend the range of a hopper and can go uphill. And then I'm going to take that graded hopper I made, and I'm going to point it into that. Then in the graded hopper, I'm going to take one empty universal cell and place it there. And so that means that only empty universal cells can come from this chest through there up into that. All the other stuff, the slag and the steel, will end up staying in the chest. Just the empty cells will go up. Okay, now to feed the cells over, we're going to use the same method we did before. We'll stick one of those on. We'll stick these on. Again, we're going to set it to single item. And then we're going to run some pipe along the top. So the universal fluid cells are coming up here. They're getting fed into these, and these are filling up with the air. Okay, now we need iron. Did I bring iron with me? No. Oh, I don't have very much iron here. Okay. Oh, but we've been macerating and cooking iron. Is it finished? No, that's why. Oh, well, that'll do. Okay, so we'll put 32 in there. Whoops. 32 in there. And I don't care. 32 in there. Now that we've got everything set up, these should start heating up. Why are they not heating up? Oh, yes. They're not heating up because I forgot to put in my coils. I think it's 2 each for the electric heater when we're talking about blast furnaces. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I was trying to look this stuff up. I couldn't find it. I saw it from an unqualified source that suggested it 2 is the right number. So let me know if that's correct. I couldn't find the information. Okay, so these things are starting to heat up. Once they get their heat up there, it'll start turning the iron into steel, and we will also get slag. Those 2 things will be fed into this chest here. It will also feed in the empty universal cells, and they will come down, fed through there, back into here, and we'll go from there. So see, this has full ones here. From what I understand, and I could be wrong on this, that one compressor can handle 3.5 of these. So that's not much extra. So if you didn't give it a head start, it'd take a while before air started getting into the 3rd one. Okay, that pretty much covers it for this episode. We figured out a way to control the amount of fuel that was going in the furnaces so we weren't wasting it, a way to handle compressed air in 3 of these and 1 compressor. And we got through all that crafting in 1 episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time. Go out there and have some fun. Thanks.